It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Ravens and the Bucs on Monday Night Prime Time.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the 16-year pro, rebounded from an injury last season, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Stafford now on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He lets a heater go deep, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that brings up 4th and long. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. That throw behind his intended target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Buccaneers bringing out a dime. Look, third down coming. Stafford from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
So no return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Nix with it on first. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers go up 6-0 here in the first. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Baltimore running its offense out now. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Caught by Diggs. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Stafford now. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Stafford back to throw. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Back to throw, here's Stafford. This throw is caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Sanders all set to send it away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta... something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
He's got him. That's Addison. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second down now, 7 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. But not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the Ravens going nickel, third down. Nix from the gun. He lofts it deep left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down by Quay Walker. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He just throws this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Throwing on 1st down, Nix has his man. It's Addison. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Nix now to throw. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. They'll cobble together a yard there. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. from the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Nix. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. Third down coming up. They'll throw again. Nix. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. On first down, here's Stafford. Hyatt with the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Motioning the tight end now. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here's 2nd and 11. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Now Stafford again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 32. He's on the move. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Throwing here, Nix. Pass is caught by Addison. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Shotgun snap to Nix. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He's got it in the red zone. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Nix looking to throw. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Folk with a point after. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for them from the 46. Stafford now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 48. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Well, we've hit halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers toting a nice lead into the locker room. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Joe Mixon, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. James Conner, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Nico Collins, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Fielded at the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Buccaneers and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 43. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. It's Nix out of the pistol. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Samuel comes in motion left. Running it after the penalty. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him 3 on the gain as that makes it 2nd and 2 for him. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Has it down close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They take the handoff now. Stafford. Caught by Diggs. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, McCaffrey. And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. To throw, Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Stafford now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Stafford from the gun. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Now Stafford again. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back to throw here, Stafford. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a Conda on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Nicks off the play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers hold an 11-point advantage. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Buccaneers push the lead up to 12. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. That's complete to Wilson. He's got to gain a 6 there. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now Stafford to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He'll throw it yet again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action with Nicks. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Henry. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Nix looking to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And he'll get it up to the 27. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 43. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Baltimore. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens trim the deficit down to 5.
Ravens 23. Jason Sanders.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The home team, Gabe Davis ready to go to work again offensively. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He completes it in traffic. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a give inside to Mostert. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's Nix out of the pistol. They did it! He made the interception! Christian Harris picks it off.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
We see the Ravens making their way out now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Draw play, this is McCaffrey. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Stafford from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Back to throw it. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they take him down right along the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
To the right, hauled in by Jefferson.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass. It actually loses yardage.
To throw. Called in left side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Looking to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Now to throw. He'll get this to Jefferson. Oh, he lost the football. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them.
Now, hang on. They want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Throwing now. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Here he is to throw. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he isn't going to get it. They wanted those 2 to feel a little bit more comfortable, but hey, they're still just moments away from a victory. Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.